Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Mini, a TrueNet, and welcome back to Stellaris Apocalypse. Well, last time we won the war in heaven, which means if we go into this view, the galaxy looks lovely and united. But if we come out of this view, can't help but notice I've just basically handed a ridiculous amount of territory to the Rhino Turtles, which I'm not really desperately keen on, to be honest, so we'll be having a think about that. Though on the plus side, me and the Zimmerpuck and me and Twitter, I think we can get on. I think we can get on just flipping fine, so I'll just be leaving those guys be for the time being, but I did have one thought, which is, I need to figure out where exactly the fleets are all going to go now, because the problem that we've actually got with the new situation down south is my borders are messy. And I've discovered that basically, the satellites of the athletes can all go to war with each other. So there's nothing to stop Twitter attacking me at any point that they want. Or these guys. And just because of the slightly weird nature of the borders around here, basically I've now got a really big wide border with these guys that I didn't really want to have. Like, these guys are my... Actually, technically these are now satellites under the athletes because I'm a satellite of the athlete, so those guys are by association. Actually, I wonder if I fight a war of independence whether I keep my vassals, I'm not sure. Also, you may notice I'm like massively over naval capacity. Either that's a mistake in how the game's calculating, or possibly I just built too many ships. In either case, it doesn't matter, because you may have noticed, I'm doing a few upgrades. Let's just say I'm building a few more anchorages. Quite a few, in fact. So, I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. But yes, as I happen to very conveniently have, all of my fleets just floating around in this part of the world, and as they need to get over here anyway, I see no reason why we wouldn't actually just swing through Rhino territory while we're on the move. You see, the nice thing is, because we've got a super weapon, we just can basically declare a Colossus War against these guys. And a Colossus War means we can have all their territory without having to bother with actual claims. And with no claims to be involved, that means we can basically just swing through the entire empire mopping it up, the only exceptions, the only things that slow us down, being planets. Now you may notice there's not actually that many planets here. There used to be, once upon a time. Some of them may have got a bit exploded. Let's not go into, who exploded them or whatever. Okay, the ones that exploded were actually all me. It's the ones that are shielded that weren't me. But there's actually a weirdly small number of actual, planets inside this whole area. And actually, we do have eyes on their fleet as well. Their fleet's located right here, 10,000. So, we've got eyes on that. I see no reason why we don't just start bringing our fleets in. Let's just start mopping up the entirety of the Rhino Turtles. While we're doing that, however, one fleet minimum needs to actually head over in this direction, just to keep an eye on this side of the galaxy. I think once upon a time, hang on, we'll just kind of close up the star bases and all of the rest of it too. Yep, I think we can just close all of that. This number should... Okay, you've just changed your mind there. Yeah, Stellaris is sometimes a bit weird. It just changed its mind how it's calculating things. So now I'm making money again. It's lovely. Right, I think salvaged fleet. This was once your job. So salvage fleet, this seems like an appropriate sort of thing for you. Just head back over here and just keep an eye on all of this. Lovely. So you just basically head in that direction. Everyone else, you just basically get into position to, immediately invade and just knock out all of this. Is there any reason to keep a fleet in this part of the world, by the way, just to guard these new areas? You guys do seem to hate me because I did admittedly blow up the world. Though, interestingly, it's more about the threat than the actual, Death Star. The Death Star only, accounts for, a third of the reason they hate us. Also, there's 5 border friction, which you think it wouldn't even bother mentioning anymore. But apparently it is a thing, yes. Yeah, so these guys are the Condign League. So, the Starfish Defense Fleet, probably in all fairness, you guys are a little bit anachronistically named at the minute. We don't really need a Starfish Defense Fleet anymore. We ate those guys a long time ago. So, the Condign Defense Fleet will simply report to this station here, and just keep an eye on it all. So they're just going to hang out there, keep an eye on this area. If these guys cause any trouble with me, we'll just eat them. That'll be fine. And go on then, the slightly anomalous, weird Fleet 23. You just hang out down here, just in case the dwarves cause any trouble. They do occasionally yell at me. That's absolutely fine. So all of you, crack on with that. And I think we've also got ourselves... Oh yes, Prophet's Retreat is going down. I should actually rename the system so I actually remember what's going on there. Also, apparently we've got no governor for our core worlds right now, so we should probably actually have one of those, as we do actually have a spare leader capacity right now. Who wants one? Oh, great. Flipping 3 different resilience and 1 agrarian. That is completely cocking useless. But go on then, I guess we'll go for the agrarian upbringing because at the bare minimum, bonus food leads to bonus growth. So any planets we are trying to set down will actually grow incredibly stupidly fast. Oh yeah, we've got some really bad governors in fact. Arrested development, substance abuser, architectural interest, agrarian upbringing. We don't have one single person with the intelligence benefit here. Dear oh flippin' dear. Now, there is, of course, another big question just hanging over the galaxy right now. As we just start mopping up and claiming any territory that we like, pretty much at any moment at this point, the crisis could kick off. And I don't know what crisis that's going to be. Obviously, I developed jump drives somewhat early on, so unbidden is a possibility. Scourge is also a possibility. I think the contingency is less likely because there's kind of less robots. In fact, there's no robot civilizations left in the galaxy right now. And no one seems to have gone too heavy on, like, robots or androids or synths or whatever for labour. So, as a result of that, I think the chance of the contingency is actually a bit down. So, we'll have to have a think about that. We'll actually have to have a little look-see. I also need to keep an eye on the athletes, because are you guys continuing to just expand? Not for the time being. Not for the time being, but they are... Oh, they're overlord of a lot of different systems right now. It's a good time to be them. But technically their fleet power is inferior to ours. But that's only all our fleets put together. Now the thing is, I probably could win my independence immediately. I never needed to sign up with them in the first place. I do not want to destroy them. Because I would like them to still be around at the point when the crisis shows up. If it were to be the contingency, if the Omni Continuity were to wake up in my favour, if I was around, if they were around, Twitter is looking stronger than I'd reasonably expect, quite frankly. They've got, like, I think 10, 20,000 floating around. If all of us joined together, we'd have a decent chance. Because remember, I've set the crisis to be 50% stronger than it is by default. Because I fancied a challenge. And also the very real possibility I could lose. So, we'll have to see about that. Because that could very much be a thing. Also, hello, research. Strike craft damage plus 10%. Good, I've got some of that floating around. Battleship hull points, that seems like a good idea. Defense platform hull points. I can do with... Ooh, crystal... Is that even any good? I'm not sure that's that good, to be honest. Instead, I'll just take... Yeah, I'll take the advanced battleship hulls. Let's just take health up for all my battleships. And I think... Yeah, I think all my fleets are in position at this point. Everyone is ready to be on the move. So, Rhino Turtles, my friends... Enemies, friends again, and now enemies for a second time. How little you must accomplish in your chaotic unstructured. Okay, that's not cool. They're the ones that started this. So, Total War, Colossus. It's the one good thing about a Colossus. Colossus are kind of just, you know, they're fun and they're good for roleplay. But really, the only good thing about them is you get the Colossus War goal. So you can just declare Total War whenever the hell you feel like it. Which is very, very bloody convenient. And no one else wants in. Fine. So we're just declaring total war against those bastards. So declare war. Lovely. And apparently my current cat Pope is called Trokazek. It's news to flippin' me. Let's just let that happen. There we go. Station is apparently under attack. Well, that's all absolutely fine. And have we actually got your flipping transport fleet right here? I think we presumably are actually... Yes, when you say station under attack, what you mean is my station's now going to start bombing their armies. Beautiful. Right, let's get all of these guys moving in. Right, fleets begin moving into position, including... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got some good fleets going on here. We got some lovely old fleets going on here, so they're just going to start warping in.
Battling aggressor station.
Now, we are apparently already battling an aggressor station somewhere. Okay. Oh, I think we just warped in then immediately won. Nice. Ah, yes, that's the Cabbage Liberators. They headed over there. So we're basically just warping in, and you can see pretty much the perdition beams are just basically... We're just warping in, immediately just knackering the stations if they're small stations, and then just walking straight back out again. The interesting thing is, some of these places probably aren't fully developed yet, so I should probably get my construction ships on standby to actually build up. Now, we are just basically going to start walking straight through all of this. Now, is your fleet responding to this in any way? No, they've got 12,000 strength, which is most of what they've got just chilling out over here. Once we kill that, it'll respawn over on this side of the Empire, because they've got nowhere else to, you know, spawn. There's a few armies and whatnot, but it looks like that 12,000 is pretty much all they've got. Yeah, these ships over here all belong to the Marauders. They'll get their turn. I think we might just clear them out once we're done with this war. But straight away, our forces are just coming through here, clearing out all of this. We're basically just going to walk straight through these guys. And there we go. You, I think, don't have any orders anymore, so you may as well just basically head over in this direction. And once you're done with that, I think this route is not yet actually taken care of. So then you can start heading around here and start just mopping up all of this. And by the way, who's this? There's a friendly fleet right here. Are you guys going to actually therefore stop bombing these guys? Because that's supposed to be a friendly fleet, so logically you would be at war with these guys, right? And just, you know, winning stations for me, or like, are we friends? Or are we not like friends enough anymore? Because now we're all satellites under like the Athalids. But ooh, I might have lost my vassals. Ooh, I wonder if that's actually why my capacity dropped a bit. Because technically I don't have vassals anymore. Because, hang on, let's see if I can actually see that. From Starbases, Insta Logistics, Support Vessels, Fleet Support. I think I've technically lost my vassals. I think my vassals have actually moved to be the vassals of the other guys instead. So, that's interesting. That's a bit of a loss of fleet capacity right there. Though in all fairness, it's actually a small thing. Fleet levies gives me, yeah, pops of my subjects for naval capacity, whereas vassal acculturation, that gives me unity up. So that's the big one. So I've lost some unity, but unity's under control for the time being. That is definitely very much under control. And then we're just swinging around here. My fleets have all just been given their orders, so pretty much this will all just handle itself. Lovely. Now, bring in the Colossus over here, by the way, because I'm not particularly interested in dealing with their stupid worlds, unless, of course, the worlds happen to be... Oh, they're very unguarded. Well, if they're very unguarded, I might be willing to take pity on them and just invade them instead. That's fine. Yes, okay. In fact, by now we should have visibility of all of their worlds. Let's just plan if there's any worlds that actually are going to be needing to be cracked. So that's potentially crackable. And, oh, slaves radicalizing, hunger strikes going on. Oh, it's a terrible world. Yeah, you know what? We're just doing them a favour. We're doing all of these guys a favour. Let's just clear that world out. What have we got going on down here? Is this world going to actually be worth... Oh, that's a good world. Yeah, go on then. Oh, it's called Abundance. It's called Abundance. That's a lovely world. Admittedly, it's been a bit bombarded. I don't know if that was me or not. It might have been. Wait, hang on. How well guarded was Abundance? Abundance is somewhat well guarded, but we might well have it anyway. It just looks like a fun sort of world for me to have. And, oh, the old capital of the Polismus, I assume. That's easily takeable. And this over here, let's see if that's also easily takeable. Hope's Tendrils. Oh, very flipping easily takeable, because apparently there's only... Yeah, there's no actual armies here, but there's a couple of armies in high orbit above it, presumably because they are aggressive armies. Fine. So in which case, that all works for me, and yep, you can have your money, and that means the pumpkin heads will be along momentarily. There you go, thank you. So, that is the... Oh, hang on. Is that your flipping... yeah, that's your world destroyer.
Construction.
Are you guys technically at war with, like, literally everyone right now? I'm not quite sure where your world destroyer's going. Also, ooh, shrouds! I've had such bad shroud luck, but let's see if we can actually do better here. So... we have got ourselves, it begins, it ends, it begins again, each time with trillions of lives hanging in the balance. So it is, and so it shall always be. Oh, is this something to do with the worm? This feels like something to do with the worm, actually. Oh dear. Right, thousands of galaxies like our own, locked in endless cycles of conflict. Okay, well, I'll go for... Honestly, I don't actually need either of them, so I'm just going to leave the shroud rather than risk the curse. It just doesn't seem worth it to risk it, to be honest. Meanwhile, these forces are just travelling around and doing some lovely work, just clearing everything out. You're apparently done with everything you need to do there. You may as well just start trying to work around here and clearing all of this out. Lovely. This is all working very, very nicely indeed. Oh, and just beautifully, down on Prophet's Retreat, everything's actually going very, very nicely there. This is a holy world. Begin upgrading this. And once that's upgraded, I think we can't actually have the Betharian just yet. No, we can't have the Betharian just yet, I do not believe. But commencify Visitor Center. After the Visitor Center is down, get the Gene Clinic down. Then, of course, we can have a nice alien zoo. And don't forget the temple. In fact, actually, let's also have the art monument down as well. Yeah, Visitor Center, art monument, Gene Clinic. We are just setting up a flipping utopia here. It's going to be wonderful. Can we have a Paradise Dome ready yet? We can't have that, but on an empty spot, there's not a great empty spot, so instead I will just slap this down on a food spot. That's just a food one. There's actually some better food spots. Actually, there's quite a few good food spots around here. Right, just get them into production over there, and that will all be absolutely flipping lovely. Oh yeah, Prophet's Retreat's going to be beautiful, and people are just going to flock to it, because my empire is quite full, it must be said. And also, we've got ourselves... Yeah, there's a world there, but I can do without it. It's not spectacular. Oh, it looks to me like the actual fleet is on the move. Yeah, the fleet is on the move. So they are actually trying to get somewhere. Looks like we might be able to intercept them, or they might be about to come over here and yeah, I think we're about to basically intercept them immediately. They're heading over in that direction. Either we're about to intercept them. Yep, they're coming in. And you guys have picked the wrong moment to just roll in here. We have massively superior numbers and firepower. Their big ships at the back are going to get torn apart. Yeah, they were barely even able to get some of that out. That was just, look at that. Ships just burning in space. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also, someone just declared peace. And that is, ooh. Okay, between the dwarves and the Tebazoid. Though honestly, I think you guys lost your border with each other some time ago. So, yeah, not a big deal, to be honest. Possibly they just took this as L'Enclave, I can't remember. And I've also built up... Where was I building a gateway? I was building a gateway over to... Ah! There's a gateway over here now. So my gateway network is looking very, very good indeed. That is, yeah. At this point, I could basically instantaneously travel across my entire empire. That is just what I wanted to see. And the Athalids seem to be calming down a bit as well. So far, I'm not seeing much evidence of... Hang on, is that the... I think that's the survivors right there. So in which case, yes, do indeed hunt them down as quick as you flipping like. Let's actually get them... How did you reappear over there? That's very odd. Yeah, I think they're coming back here for repairs. They're going to regret that. They're going to very, very much regret that. And we've also got ourselves, yes, as I was thinking, we've got some good systems over here. So deploy the construction vessels and begin building... Oh, that's only 3 mining stations? Oh, yeah, of course. Those aren't asteroids. Those are blown up planets. We're not supposed to talk about the blown up planets. My PR people told me just don't mention the blown up planets. It's just a better idea. Oh yeah, look at this. There's a load of undeveloped systems around here, so... Okay, this cannot possibly be the best way for you to do that. How about you just initiate a jump? Oh, hello. Something interesting might be happening at Prophet's Retreat. So the colonizers regularly explore the planet in the hopes of finding more resources to help with day-to-day life. A recent expedition to the North Pole has unveiled a large object on the bottom of the ocean. An alien battle cruiser. Yeah, submerged cruiser. I'm not sure that's going to make a huge amount of difference to me, but I'm kind of curious what the technology might look like. I assume that's a special, 1 month of engineering. So I assume that's quite an early game thing we just happen to have drawn fairly late on. But that's fine. It can be a special cruiser that just hangs out close by to you. No problem with that. Though, as it turns out, that's actually gone a bit wrong in the end. The divine be damned. Don't say the divine be damned. That's not the sort of thing we say. Alright, that's definitely not a thing we say out loud. Right, what just got flipping ruined? Quickly, repair the planetary administration because we blew it up. Right, next time you guys ask me to dig out a flipping cruiser, I'm saying no. Right, well, the Rhino Turtles are left with basically nothing at this point. We've already just about done mopping up all of this. Are you guys bored, by the way? Have you not got any orders right now? If you've not got any orders right now, then you should probably be getting on with taking on all of this. Come on, get on with it, you. And here we go. I think this is the last remnant of their fleet, which is going to be, yes, I think it's been destroyed. Lovely. So final planet needs to go down. That planet will crack. These planets down here I think we'll actually, yeah, we'll keep all of these and just sectorize them as soon as possible. You guys just head over here and start working on that. This planet is, apparently we've just lost a fleet. It just got lost somewhere. Yeah, Abundance will indeed be your last world and presumably therefore your capital. It's somewhat well guarded, but only 500 strength. We might bombard it briefly, but for the most part I think we can just launch a direct invasion. And meanwhile, as for the Marauders, they seem to have mysteriously just managed to lose another area. I'm not quite sure how, but they just have. So in which case, Shield Fleet, apparently I've actually marked this area as restricted, so we can now actually take that off. I'd say it's probably time we just actually launch an invasion momentarily. Shield Fleet, you loop up this way, just check what's going on over here. And for Foss and Defense and basically everyone else, you just basically go, yeah, you go in that direction. You guys, the Volga Jug, whatever that fleet's called. Sorry, that's probably very offensive to whoever you are exactly. Oh, wait, there's no actual system that needs to be taken at this point. All that's left is, yeah, the actual planet that needs to be cracked. So in which case, you guys can just hang out over here. General security, in fact, and just everyone else, just report to this spot. We'll just swarm these guys to make sure we minimize any losses. But for the most part, we should just be able to step straight in. Now, why exactly did the Marauders lose this system? You know what? I'm generally not sure, but my fleets are drawing up in preparation for moving in. These guys have outlived their usefulness. I think it's time for them to just go away, just to make sure they don't become a problem. Ah, yes, an Abundance is being invaded. We will take some light knocks while invading, but I'm hoping, yeah, it looks like some of our forces have indeed managed to successfully retreat, so we should be able to just, yeah, knock out these guys without too much of a problem. Abundance will go down momentarily. Once Abundance is down, this force will just take out these two. We're blowing up this world, and that will be the end of the Rhino Turtles. We finally get the territory we should have had. There it is. That there. That was the Death Star blast. Beautiful. That actually made... Ooh, that made a 16. And let's just enjoy the explosion as the Tabby's Claw decides to just leave orbit. And... that's nice. That's nice. And 16 minerals. That's a good result. Well done, guys. I'm going to appreciate that. I want you to know that. Now, we're technically losing energy fast right now because, yeah, we're massively overforced stations and all the rest of it. I'll sort that out momentarily. I just want to wrap up the war first, and you guys are just clearing out that. All of this has fallen. I think we can just slap this straight into a sector momentarily. Actually, what sector is... There's not a good sector nearby. You guys can actually have your own sector. It can be your own little private... Oh, wait, hang on, no. There's not. Budding Dreams. Oh, that's a lovely name. You guys can all be part of Budding Dreams. Right, so those guys have all of that. So that sorts out the planet situation. There's also a whole bunch of, yeah, just small, inefficient stations that we need to get rid of. Because, yeah, I can just improve my own stations. And these stations are not really... They're not really doing anything, so let's just break down some of these. Actually, there's a couple of bigger ones that have quite a few anchorages, so I may as well keep some of them at least. Right, energy crisis resolved, ignore the Death Star. So, that should be, momentarily, the Rhino Turtles should actually be finished off. In fact, technically, they don't have any actual, you know, planets left at this point. So, you, by the way, can just go and chill out by... Where's Raxar? There's Raxar Defense 1. Yeah, the actual fleet should go and chill out there, because... Wait, hang on, what? Hang on. Why do we not... Oh! This is interesting. So this space just doesn't exist, technically, anymore. I actually have killed those guys, it's just that... Oh! Well, that's interesting. Right, well, bring up a science fest. I guess we need to actually survey these systems at this point. Right, fleets in position. This is going to be a big, messy battle. We'll win it, but it's going to be messy. So, prepare all the relevant fleets here. I'm pretty sure it is. General Security, move in. Shield Fleet, moving from the other side. And I believe the Fossons are also ready to move in as well. So this is going to be a coordinated... three-way strike. This is going to be a bit of a mess. So, here we go. Prepare to move in. We are taking the black hole. In comes number 1. In comes number 2. So, let's just go over to this side. They're already starting to attack us. I'm assuming these stations are actually going to fire. They don't actually see... Yes, they are firing. Are we not firing on them? Should we be... I feel like we should be firing on them. We're firing on their fleets. No, for some reason we've decided to... Yes, we are firing on them. We absolutely are definitely firing on them. Oh, the frame rate's not happy in the slightest. Some of our bombers are diverting over to here. Their fleets are being torn apart. We will absolutely take damage here. One of their outposts... No, don't do that. That's where the civilians live. Don't blow up that. That's going to be... Ooh, kinetic and flak. Ooh, there might be some really, really good bits of debris to pick up here. Right, and now my fleets start just tearing this apart. There's actually one massive battle cruiser at the back there. Not quite a Titan, but the closest thing these guys get to a Titan. 7,600 strength is kind of Titan-y. My artillery is hanging around to the back from this fleet, just clearing out these bastards. And oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of good research for flak and antimatter missiles around here, so we should definitely... Oh, look at that! That was just the artillery beams from the back there, the flipping Tachyon Lancers, tearing those stations apart. Love it. My ships do not even know where they want to go at this point, but those guys have indeed actually been destroyed, pretty much. Apparently, we've taken out all of their dwellings, and that is good enough, and that means we turn our attention to their flagship, which is just being knackered by long-range artillery. The bombers are all around it. In comes the plasma, and down it goes. What did you have on you that was special? Antimatter and flak, nothing too special there. So, this area is still... Is it technically still occupied? It might be. Do you guys just want to basically just take out this and this? I'd like these dead just in case, please. I'd just like these to just be got rid of just because we need to... Oh. Okay, that's the wormhole noise. I thought that sounded like a very worrying thing to my mind, but okay, it's fine. Where are the science vessels, by the way? Ooh, someone's developed gale force speed. That's a really good thing. Right, you're getting on with just scanning some debris. Well, that's good. I think I've got another science vessel coming in as well, so whenever that arrives... There it is. There's that science vessel. Right, you guys just basically, yeah, research and then research and then research some more. Just keep on researching, and once you're done researching, do some surveying. I've got my construction ships nipping around, trying to build as much as we can. And we've got, ooh, yeah, shielded worlds. Luckily, that is worth, yeah, some actual sociology research, because we get to study what happens if people just live in an impenetrable bubble forever. And it's probably not good. Ah, except, here's interesting. Apparently, if you try and destroy the Space Mongols, they've got one last desperate throw of the dice. They are now throwing themselves out of hyperspace into Lombardus. That's down... No, that's Latharus. Which one's Lombardus? Lombardus is... Oh! Oh, guys. Oh, that's a stupid place for you to have come out of space, because that... I've got a fleet close by to Oh, no, I don't. Wait. No, Lombardus is this... Okay. Maybe it wasn't so stupid. I think I've got some forces close by to there. Yes. Classes 23, start heading north to Lombardus as quickly as you can. Yeah, on screen. So, to the wretched cowards of the tenants of Tabby, as you destroyed our homes, we shall now burn yours. We have nothing left to lose, you have made certain of that. All we can hope for now is to die in battle and take as many of our so-called warriors with us as possible when we journey into the great beyond. Ready your defences. Oh! He just went and hid inside his shell! That's adorable! Right, so... You said you were coming to Lombardus. I mean, Lombardus has got 14,000 strength right here. Are they coming to Lombardus? I don't see them. Does anyone know where they are? Because I haven't seen them. Oh, also... Uh-oh. Oh, guys, no. Why would you do this? Why would you do this, guys? Oh, no. The entire galaxy has decided it wants to declare war for independence. Guys, why would you? But they're all gonna do... Oh, they're all doing it together. We need them. We need the Athelid. Okay? It's... I know I can't explain exactly why at this moment in time, but we do kind of need the Athalids, yes. War is waged for independence. Okay. I'm glad I saw that, by the way. There's only 19 days till it times out. If, in theory, we were to declare war against the Athalids and we were to get our independence, we don't need to destroy them. Okay, it's very important that we do not destroy... Oh, bloody hell, my fleets are not in position for this. If you guys start a war with the Athalids right now, you are going to be shredded. You're going to make them stronger. If I vote no, does that mean it doesn't happen? Does that mean you just go in anyway? Oh, bloody hell. Right. What have you idiots done now? Right, have a little scanny roundy here. I don't want to go to war with them just yet. It's not the right time. It is not the right time to be at war with these bastards. If we end up in a big war with them now, okay. The thing is, I can take a whole bunch of territory off them. That's fine. I could take this territory. Over here, there's basically, I don't think there's basically any planets around here for the most part. None that we couldn't take. And there's this territory around here. And there's this territory up here. Fine. I can have all of that. Not a problem. Couple of planets should be pretty easy for me to get my hands on them. However, they're just going to be able to just sweep down and take all of this. Like, I am the only force of any significant note in this union. All of this stuff is garbage. Conquer, if the entire galaxy wants to go to war, we're going to cocking war! Oh, I'm going to regret all of this. Right, on the plus side, all of these guys are going to be significantly slowed down. Right, so you declared war on them. And, oh, technically that's your... Oh, no, that's technically your war, so I can't even force a status quo. Okay, well, this is all going to be fascinating. Right, so it's a war of independence now. Everyone prepare for the independence war or something. Right, okay. They've got, like, a bunch of worlds around here. The worlds they've got are hopefully not... That world is really well guarded. We might need to burn these worlds. That might be what we need to do. That's ludicrously well guarded. Okay, how about this one over here? You know what? I'm glad I've got the Death Star now, because apparently you guys have decided that every single world you possess is going to be mega guarded by super robots. So, not that one, though. Not that one for whatever reason. Actually, that world's tiny. You know what? We're just going to burn all of this. All of this is going to get burnt right now. My fleets are right here. Okay, how about this one, by the way? Yeah, you guys really build, like, impressive star stations. And that is, yeah, that's impressive as well. Fine. Okay. Can we actually see what's going on down there on the surface? Yeah, you guys have built some advanced power plants, but nothing too special, to be honest. Yeah, none of the super special stuff. Engineering Facility 3. Lardy flippin' dar. Yeah, okay. So, if those guys want a war, and, well, they don't want a war, but, like, Twitter wants a war. Twitter, you're going to get so flipping destroyed, it's ridiculous. I've got 80,000 fleet power right here. And I should have visibility of them wherever they flipping are at this point. And what they've got is... yeah, 60, 50... I might be able to help these guys handle us. Oh, you're supposed to be going up north to take care of this, of course. Oh, bloody hell. This is 80,000. Right, salvaged fleet. Salvaged fleet, you are now marked as taking point. Assign an admiral. Okay, just get an admiral on there. I'm up to max leader capacity. So, deploy a good quality general over there. Not general, admiral. That's an important thing to not get wrong. Deploy the forces in this direction. Okay, let's just start... Okay, apparently that's the best way you've got to get around there, whatever. Let's just start moving my forces in this direction. If everybody joins together, we might have a flipping chance. Right, all forces begin immediately. Flipping immediately invading every single world that we can of these guys. Just deploy all the fleets. I just want all of this taken simultaneously. Right, everyone jumps into action. And who just decided to... Obviously, the Admiral of S.H.I.E.L.D. fleet just basically gave up. This is the exact right moment for that. Bloody hell. Yeah, Trickster's pretty good. Cautious is not bad as well. Yeah, I'll give you a Cautious. We've got plenty of artillery and long-range stuff. this is obviously exactly the right moment for a flipping rookie new admiral. I'd hire an admiral from the flipping space Mongols. Unfortunately, I may have just slightly killed them all. And oh dear. Oh flipping dear. This is not my war. Okay, I should not be the target of this war. Are you guys moving, by the way? Can I even see? Oh, you guys are moving. You guys are 100% moving. Are you even involved in this war right now? They are actually engaged in... No, they're engaged in a war with the Tebazoid Ravagers. But I'm assuming they've got open borders because they're coming in this... Why are they coming in this direction? Oh, I don't like the fact they're coming in this direction. Guys, this is a worry. They're heading towards our territory. Right, Raxar Alliance fleet, I think you guys need to be in a position to, yeah, head over here and just start mopping up all of this. As much as we flipping can. There's also... Who the hell is suffering from unrest right now? The Polismus Primus, is that... That's not even mine, that's over in here, bloody hell. Well, you know what? Fine, here, I'm going to impose martial law. There you go, I hope you're all flipping happy. I need more...
Complete.
I probably need more flipping forces. And in fact, actually, I've got an extra 10 capacity in all of my things right now. Head into the fleet manager, just give everyone an extra battle station and 2 extra corvettes, and then just start reinforcing. I need to keep a really, really close eye. There we go. We know where they are right now. 62,000. The thing is, their strength actually falls over time because of, like, what's it called? The Decadent system, where once an Awakened Ascendancy actually wins and starts actually getting better and better, actually their fleets get weaker and weaker because they become decadent or something. Or at least that was a system at some point. I've never actually checked it. So I really hope that's still a system, otherwise I'm lying to you, but hopefully I'm not. Now, where the hell are the actual... Are you guys not moving in yet? Guys, get in here as soon as you flipping like, please. Thankfully, there's gateways, so they can actually move from Raxar Defense over to Bagol incredibly quickly. So that actually works for me. So these forces are actually moving around very, very fast indeed. I need my fleets to get in over here. These forces have just knocked out all of that, but yeah, we just need to basically break all this with the Colossus. If we just break all that with the Colossus, that'll be fine. Where are those fleets? They are currently moving. They're attacking a starbase. I don't know where that starbase is. They appear to be moving in this direction. I'm going to guess that they're attacking... probably they're attacking Twitter first, because in all fairness, Twitter was the one that started the war. I'm not going to rush in to save Twitter, alright? I've got my hands full just mopping up all of this bloody territory. And yes, I know. I know that's where they are. It's fine. They're probably coming for me. But we just need to focus on this bit of business up here. Oh dear. Everything just went a little bit on the wrong side here. Right, you guys are coming in over in this direction. In fact, actually, why are you guys not... Why are you guys not... Hang on, where the hell is the cocking fleet that's supposed to be attacking this system? Right, you guys, just if you can, jump over... Seriously, we're taking that flipping long to do this. Okay, fine. In that case, you point jump straight over there. That lets you bypass the FTL inhibition. That way that gets taken down. That way we can knock this planet out straight away. And then there's also just a bunch of planets here, so you guys can just basically go up there, because why not? Also, whatever happened to the last few survivors of the actual Space Mongols? Possibly that means literally every Space Mongol fleet that was away from home at the time, but because none of them were, there's none of them to attack me. But it does seem they haven't actually appeared. Also, please be something useful. Ooh. That is something useful. I wasn't even expecting to see that, but okay. So, side jump drives. Don't really have time to deal with that right now. Starbase capacity +1. Yay, 83 rather than 82. At last I shall be saved. Resettlement costs. You know what? I'll take a fortress. Go for it. Flipping hell. Get on with it. Just everyone get to your positions, please. Right, the Colossus is coming in very, very soon indeed, but it is a slow thing. We're just clearing out all of that. Okay, flipping Twitter has deployed its armies to this side of the world. Twitter, I wouldn't bother. Like, these planets are untakeable, or at least not without massive losses. I'm just sending in the Death Star. It's fine. Just keep an eye on where the forces are. The forces are... They're over here for now. They are... Oh, yeah, they've already occupied some of Twitter's worlds already. They're just going to start wrapping up Twitter. Now, where are the rest of the forces? Because I can't help but notice they're not there anymore. Are they all heading north? No. We've got about, like, I think they've got about 200,000 strength. So we technically have the strength to beat them. I don't want to beat them, technically. I would like... A fleet has been lost? What fleet? What fleet just got lost? Oh. I think I've just actually got myself a couple of fleets just technically floating outside. Yeah, it's a little bit of space over here. Well, that's absolutely fine. Oh god, the transport fleet is not actually going to be that helpful around here. I've got a bunch of things coming in over here. Good, Colossus is now in position. Colossus, no. Don't fold up. I need you to crack that world, please. Crack that open, and then we start taking all of this. And then, hopefully, I don't know if for a War of Independence we actually get to keep this territory, yes or no. And then, well, let's see. We've just taken this. No, it would appear we do not. And that means we need to lay down some claims. And that's going to be expensive, but we can probably afford it. I'm floating quite a bit of ouch. Yeah, this is going to be expensive, but I would like all of this here space. This can't be that expensive. Pretty expensive. Right, 640. Just have all of that, but screw it. I'm having it. So that's going to belong to me when this war is over. You guys just keep on your way. Just keep knocking all of this down. You can't get anywhere else right now. For Force and Defense is still around here. Honestly, we don't need any more fleets around here. For Force and Defense, I'm going to deploy down south, close by to this area. I don't know where these forces are going, but they worry me. I've already got the Condyne Defense Fleet is down over here. Raxar Defense Fleet is just knocking down all of this, which is fine. And once you've knocked down all of that, head over here as well. Okay, that knocks down all of that. This planet over... Is there even a planet? Yeah, there is a planet over here. This planet over here is somewhat guarded because they're just throwing up robots everywhere, which is very annoying. So it's very hard to crack these worlds. So instead of trying to actually, send armies, I'll just literally crack them. It'll be fine. Oh dear. Oh, flipping... Oh! Well, this is interesting. Twitter has actually managed to take a surprising amount of territory around here. Well done, lads. Admittedly, I'm not sure you're going to hold it. Yeah, 60,000. Another 60,000. And then there we go. That's all their fleets accounted for. If anyone would like to counterattack, now is the flipping time. Now is definitely the flipping time to counterattack, by the way. So if you guys just wanted... Oh, you guys have already taken this over here. Okay. I'm happy to basically just wrap all of this up. My allies are actually doing a surprisingly competent job. They're actually doing an okay job, just taking a couple of little systems. The dwarves have taken over here. My former vassals, the Deathicans, they're over here. Twitter have managed to take some territory over on this side, and we're just cracking worlds over on this side. And yes, spice must flow or something. Are you ready to actually start? Well, you may as flipping well bombard this world in that case. Just to make sure. And okay, I'm not sure why we just saw that, but okay. You guys just help bombard this, please. And I think we just actually blew up. Yeah, we just blew up the worlds of our former overlord there. Redeploy in this direction. You guys start mopping up all of this and then start heading north. Okay. We're doing okay here, and you guys are also doing a good job starting to just actually get the scans down on what used to be the territory of the Space Mongols. And the fortress is done in, like, no time at all, which is nice. Ecological adaptation, sure, let's be able to flipping convert planets while they're actually, like, still technically being occupied or whatever. I'm sure no one will mind. What are we actually in combat with right now? Oh, yes. We're in combat with flipping... Oh, that perdition beam. That perdition and the artillery. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And now the plasma starts tearing apart the actual hull points. That's lovely. Okay. They're coming. They're coming for us. We don't necessarily have visibility of them yet, but they are coming to destroy Twitter's fleet. The question is, can I get over there in time to potentially help? Okay, I'm going to start moving. I'm going to start moving down. We need to potentially... Well, we don't need to help Twitter. But Twitter, with 24,000 there, and... Well, this is fascinating. Twitter might even stand a flipping chance. I mean, not quite. But if they were clever enough to actually hang back and just chill out nearby to a properly set up defensive station that's providing extra 10,000 strength. They could. This is not going to be quite the walkover in favour of these guys I was expecting. These guys are already up to, oh yeah, the destruction of their planet via a Death Star. That's flipping 26% war exhaustion, but I'm guessing war exhaustion stacks faster for them in a war of... Well, it's a visual bug that happens sometimes, it's fine. Don't worry, I didn't blow up an entire section of the galaxy. It's just a visual bug, let's just look elsewhere. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna call it a part there because this has been unexpected. We now have a war of independence on our hands. The athalids are coming. I need to figure out if I can actually protect Twitter. Whether Twitter is actually worth defending. If they're willing to fall back and stick with me, we might be able to beat these fleets. Hopefully. Well, actually, between the two of them, 120, and they've still got the tech edge on us. This is going to be difficult. Very, very difficult indeed. We'll have to see how that goes next time, ladies and gentlemen. And then, no doubt, right in the middle of this flipping chaos, the flipping crisis is going to show up. Of that, I have no flipping doubt. We shall see. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. This has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait, did people just vote out democracy? Hang on, what have you just done? Oh, go on, let's have the greatest Oktoberfest ever. Yay! Spain and Russia have announced a new alliance as a result of the warmongering of certain Central European countries. Oh, well, excuse me! My leader from now on, no weaklings will stand in the way of this country's path to glory. Oh, God, Germany, not again!